Whoa. Well, the ice melted in my soda. So we're going east, 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 east. Okay, that's the way we went in, right there. Hello. Oh boy. I'm stuck. Right away. Always ends on poached. What? That was weird. Like it had a silencer on it for a couple of those shots. Oh, and there's another one. Unintelligible signal found. At the church. Okay, so I don't know how to find these camps. Not yet, anyway. We're almost at the edge of the glowing sea. I was hoping this unintelligible signal would be like a homing signal. Whoa, that was goofy. That was goofy. Oh, we lost the signal. Oh, man. I like this weapon. And it's not even like, well, it's vanilla. But you know, so is that rifle. But for some reason, they let you take that rifle. Uh-oh. Not good. And they let you make it either 100% stronger, 200%, 50%, 25%, 1,000% stronger. Like you can make this, not this weapon, one of the sniper rifles. You can make it do like, I don't know, 1,000 or more, 1,250. I don't know, incredible amount of damage. It basically is going to one shoot anything in the game. I thought that was too much. Finally. Ah. I don't know why I dislike that glowing sea so much. I don't know. I got plenty of Radaway. I could go get 200 Radaway and bring them with me. I went in there with like 47. I used like 4 of them, 8 of them. I don't know. Okay, so you know, so I guess one possible way to locate these is the Atlantic office. So we'll call this the central camp. So east. Yeah, and that's where we are right here. We kind of went east. Somerville, Somerville, Somerville. Okay, yeah, I know Somerville. Yeah, so east, west, south, that kind of thing. We'll treat it like that. But they might not be in the glowing sea. Where are you bringing me? What? Oh, okay, so they're not in the glowing sea. Oh, well, this'll be fun. Let's do this. Because, we can go here. Egress Tour Marina is under attack. Egress Tour Marina. Let's see. Egret. Help defend egret. I don't know if I need to or not. Trying to remember what kind of defenses I put up there. And hello. We'll just wait and see. We'll just wait and see. Oh, game crash. Thank you. Well, it was a good time to crash because this game saves on fast travel. So, and I should have expected a crash because, you play too long, it crashes. Well, let's close Vortex. Let's put that up for a minute. And open up Vortex again. And because on this computer we're playing the non-next gen version of this game, we can't play it through Steam. I'll let you see. Yeah, you can see what I see. So you're supposed to play it through your mod manager, through your script extender. But even when you do this, Steam tries to sneak in. Now, not all the time. Sometimes, okay, not this time. Sometimes Steam will jump in and open itself. Close it. Just close it. And then go through your script extender again and open the game. And that always works. The second time always works for me. Steam tries once, and when you shut it down, it doesn't try the second time. Okay, so way up to Coastal Cottage. Yeah, if you remember, just like a minute before we got to where we were just standing, if you saw all the jittering and jumpiness of the scene, that was an indication the game engine was choking. Then stop talking and go to work. Take them all. So we're going in this direction. Geez, we're pretty close. Let's use the killer sniper rifle. Geez, they're close. It's so close. I'm going to end up walking right onto them. Well, there's their radar dish. Where are they at? There's one. There's the second one. There's the third one. Last time I called in a strike. What time is it? 2:34 in the morning. Wonder if I can do a stealth kill on her. Don't do it, buddy. You got too close, dude. Come on. You gotta be kidding me. All you had was a short plasma rifle? And Hellfire. Now, I'd like to eradicate these guys right out of the game. Find all their camps, kill them all. Take all their shit. But I'm pretty sure once I get rid of all their camps, they're still gonna just spawn randomly. Probably right behind my back when I least expect it. There he is. Was I supposed to do that at the last place? I gotta go back to that other place now and make sure I shut off the beacon thing. Come on, I wasn't done. Deactivate the turret that I just blew up. Now I'm done. Yeah, I didn't know I was supposed to shut this thing off. What? Oh, gun case. Well, I think we milked this place for everything it had. Now let's see if I can remember where that other encampment was. It was near. Was it near Ten Pines or near the Slog? Finch. That's the farm where I found that shish kebab thing. I couldn't remember the name. Finch. I went to the Slog. And then we came down. Yeah, because we were next to Dunwich. We came down. We were near here. Go to the Slog and retrace our steps because I remember what the place looked like. Let's see. You sent me there, huh? Okay. Because we jumped, we came out of there. We started heading towards that place, but then we veered down and there they are again. They're back. Or those caravan people. Okay, those are caravan people because they're not showing up as. Okay, that's the dock. So remember, we came down here and we came up here. And there's the camp. And there's the thing. Now I shut it off. What's that noise? Is that someone for me to kill? Oh no. Okay. Yeah. I got some killer defenses over here. Somehow they got triggered by the Hotfoots over there. Sauger, D's, whatever. That was pretty easy. It defended itself. Okay, all the doc is going to have is drugs, so I won't get what I want from him. So that was the Eastern. Come on, stop it with that. Now we'll do the Western, I guess. I don't want to fight them guys again. Well, this is pretty close. Is Gauss rifle best gun in game? No. But sort of. There's one rifle in this game, this XM 2010. It's a 50 caliber assault rifle. What? I had to 3-shot this thing? It's a 50 caliber assault rifle. It's not as strong as the Gauss rifle. Yeah, it is. It's a hell of a sniper rifle. But once you have all the perks, you can mod this thing where it'll do 50% more damage, 100% more damage, 150, 200, 250, 500, 1,000 times damage. So you can make this thing do 1,000, 2,000 points of damage per shot. That's, you won't shoot anything in the game. I think I chose 250. I think I got this thing set to do 500 damage. Let me see if I can yeah, 506. But the Gauss, well, the missile launcher does 570. I think that's the strongest weapon in the game. Well, now what are we saying? Rifles? Because some of the strongest stuff is like the bottle cap mine, the 601. There's a nuke mine. I don't seem to have one that does like, I think 900 or something like that. Here's the Gauss. This Gauss does 384. So the Gauss is definitely one of the strongest rifles because it's considered a rifle. The missile launcher is considered not a rifle, a heavy weapon, like the minigun, the flamethrower, So this thing does 500 points of damage, 506 per shot, and I just had to hit that thing 3 times. But maybe I didn't hit it. You know, it's an RPG. So there's a dice roll every time you pull a trigger. Oh, I remember being here. Who's doing what up there? Oh, I'm already there. That's where I'm going. What are you guys fighting? What are you guys shooting at? Oh, maybe it's these guys. I can never remember. Was it this game, this playthrough, that I cleared this raider camp? Or was it the game installed on my other computer? This place had like one or two guard dogs and like two raiders. Well, I'm fighting an uphill battle here. Let's take out the guy with the power armor first. Yeah, see, he knows I'm aiming a scope at him, so he walks away. Dev shenanigan. It happens in this game all the time. I do not spray and pray. I don't put any perks in automatic weapons. So there might be a machine gun that if you perk it out to the max. Oh, the gun is called spray and pray. Well, that's a perk. Spray and pray. Well, is it a perk? Or is it a mod? I've heard of it. Yeah, it's like a Tommy gun. Yeah. Explosive bullets. Oh, okay, you're right. It's a gun you can find. It's called that. Okay. I don't have that one yet. Come on, I put 2 shots into that guy. So, when you did you ever try Fallout? Yes, I did, and I didn't like it. But I recently found it again for $10, and it's a lot of that stuff is behind a paywall. It's like you pay to play that game. You have to like pay a monthly membership or something like that. But you can play it without all that. But it's a very watered down version of the game. And I'm like, Fine, you're gonna let me have that game for $10? Sold. But I guarantee you, I'm never gonna join your monthly membership. I'm not going to buy anything that's behind a paywall. I'm just gonna get what I can out of this game for $10. And you're not gonna suck me into that. Every once in a while, I watch a little bit of it, and I see these guys with like their level 1000. I think I saw somebody the other day was level 12,000. I'm like, dude, how much did you have to pay? Don't blame you. I wouldn't either. Yeah, I I was being kind. I didn't want to hate too hard on it, but I totally hated it. I heard it got better, and from what I hear, some of it does sound better. The director, I can talk to the director. How do I talk to a what what was that? Um, yeah, when it first was rumored to be coming, I bought it early release before it ever came out. What do they call that? You prepay. I prepaid. I paid $100 for the what did they call it? The Centennial Edition or something like that. And it had the what do they call it? The DLC edition. Where you get all the DLCs for the next year or whatever. I was so psyched, because I love Fallout 4, and I really liked Fallout 3. And when I heard Fallout, another Fallout was coming, I'm like, yeah, sign me up. And I started playing it, and there was no NPCs, and there was a lot of pieces of shit players on the server that would camp and kill all the newbies. And it really wasn't meant for single player. It was really meant for gangs of players. You could play it, but the play was limited. I was having a hard time succeeding. I didn't know at the time that there were sections of the map that you had to stay in if you were low level. And if you ventured into higher level areas, you were just going to get creamed. They had no level limit, I guess. And that's cool. But I heard a guy online put it the best. He said, I'm not looking for another job. Like, you got your dailies, your weeklies, all these different, your weekly quest, your daily quest. Um, he makes it sound like it's a job. Oh, I got to do my dailies. Um, and if I see another group of guys jumping around like they're playing Fortnite or something, flying through the air, shooting on the fly, killing off another scorch beast. I think I'm gonna puke. It's just the same. It's the same crap grinding over and over. I don't know. It's one of them games I like to watch because I won't play it. I kind of try not to watch games that I like to play. It'll make me more bored of them or it'll spoil them. Did I shut that thing off yet? Turned off. There's the other dog. See something down there. Sometimes I'll watch some Fallout 4. There's a guy that he's got like 10,000 hours, probably even more than that now. I just heard a targeting card. $10,000. Yeah. Yeah. He's the guy that if you ever go into Fallout 4 and you're looking to see who's playing Fallout 4 on Steam, he's the leader. I think he tends to get somewheres in the neighborhood of 400 viewers, but he's got the most viewers than anybody else. At least when I'm watching. Probably afternoons, Eastern Standard Time, somewhere's around dinner time to midnight, sometimes a little later. He has said he's got over 10 grand of hours in the game. He never shared his Steam page to prove it, but I believe it because I can tell by the way he plays. He speed runs the game. He plays no hit survival. He's some kind of a developer. He really knows computer language. He's got a lot of special mods he's made himself. And I can tell by watching him, he knows where everything is in the game. He runs across the map. I mean, how do you play Fallout 4 survival no hit? No hit. You got to know where all the spawns are. You got to know where everything is. He runs into a building. He knows where the cockroach is going to jump out of the garbage pail. He knows where everything. He just knows where everything is. He knows the map. He knows every inch of the map. He knows where all the mags are. I just I couldn't do that. Seen another one up there. I think I got 3,800 hours in the game. I remember I'm over 35. I reached 3,500. And that was a little while ago, so somewhere between 35 and 4. Okay, so what do we got? The southern camp left? Is that it? Southern encampment. I'm still waiting for what happens with egret tours. See if they can survive their attack. Well, we'll go to Somerville again. But I think one of these days I'm going to start that. Okay, so completed. We helped defended egret tours. So they must have enough defense down there that they were able to survive without us. Yeah. So I basically got 20 people on all or thereabouts. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. Let's take a look quick. Stop doing that. How do we do this? This is how we do it. Okay, so Abernathy has 18. Boston Airport only has 3. Yeah, we never really did send much down there. 19, 20, 18, 12, 17, 11, 20, 13, 8, 20, 17, Jamaica Plain. So I was sending all my extra settlers to Jamaica Plain. I had 51, and I went down there and I killed them all. And it was a fun battle. I just uploaded it to YouTube today. Uh, you know, it was kind of hopeless for them. I'm kind of OP, but there was still one person. I couldn't find him. I rang the bell. They never showed up. So you notice no food, no water, no power, nothing. Zero happiness. With 51 people, nobody moved out. I've heard that if you don't keep your settlers happy, they'll move out. I couldn't make it happen. I was trying to make it happen. And this isn't the first time I tried to make it happen. And I think about 3 or 4 times I've tried. Lately, every time I have a playthrough, I pick Jamaica Plain or that place in the middle of the city there, the real small settlement, Hangman's Alley. And I do the same, and nobody ever moves. And I've heard the settlement will leave you, and you'll no longer be able to use the workshop. I've never had that happen either. So 19, 3, Longfellow's Cabin, yeah. 19, 17, 19. Yeah, so most of these places are 24. Oh, yeah, Spectacle Island's got 24. But yeah, okay, the Mechanist Lair, that's all. I haven't sent anybody there yet. So, okay, so in this playthrough, I must have defeated the Mechanist by now. I'm surprised I haven't ran into more crazy robots, although they did attack me at 10 Pines tonight. but I need to do a lot of building and give everybody jobs. But right now, I want to do these quests. What's glowing over there? Oh, okay. You just keep glowing over there and stay there. Is that our thing? That's not our thing because we're not even close enough to our thing. Our compass pip doesn't even have a distance on it yet. So that's just something different. Friend or foe? Empty? Vacant? Oh, ghoul neophyte. Okay. Well, let's pick another weapon. You missed. Okay. Where'd you go? They often end up behind you. They're running at you so fast that when you kill them, they just fly right by you. What's that? Is that a stump? I think it's a stump. Oh, playing with knives? Oh, geez. I don't know if I've ever found this place before. Something always happens to my game. Every single time. All 3,700 hours or whatever it is, I finished, you know, I don't know if you how you define finished. You know, I had a ending, destroyed usually I destroy the institute. So usually I'm doing I don't know if there's such a thing as a Minuteman ending, or I do a railroad ending, never a brotherhood ending, and never an institute ending. So I've done several endings, but never considered the game finished because there's still quests to do and all kinds of exploring. Finish exploring the map and find all the places and finish finding all the bobbleheads and finish finding all the mags. And, there's still stuff to do, but I've never finished the game according to what I would define as finished because something always happened. Like, like say for an example, the game crashes and I lose my saves. Or, oh, I didn't mean to do that, but I kind of did do it. Or my mod list failed and somehow breaks my game. Or things like that. I try to change my mods around and my save gets so corrupted that I just have to start a new game. I've just always had to restart the game. Sometimes it was because my computer broke and I had like I would do a reset. I think that's the phrase, a reset. So basically you're reformatting your hard drive and you're reloading everything all over again, so you lose all your stuff. I've only played through once some DLCs I never got around to. Well, I would say that Nuka World is the biggest DLC that they have. If you want to, if you're, well, I don't know, I probably shouldn't explain too much about it. I don't want to spoil it. Um, there's a lot to be done with the Nuka World. You can take all your settlements and convert them into there's like 3 or 4 factions, 3 factions in Nuka World, raider type factions. So you can turn your settlements over to them. And the map is quite extensive as well. One of my favorite DLCs is probably I wanted the gun called the Problem Solver. But it was a DLC I didn't have. Do I don't have the Problem Solver. I don't remember it. What did I just do? I lifted my weapon up in my right hand and I took my left hand and I beckoned him to come with my finger? That was a cool animation. The Problem Solver. It's kind of dark. So back to the spray and pray. When you get Nick, when you go to rescue Nick, you have to go down into that subway. And you know, Skinny Malone is down there with the girl with the baseball bat who kicked the shit out of Nick and kidnapped him. And there's a whole bunch of thugs down there. I forget what they call. Oh, trigger men. They're called trigger men. They're gangsters. They're all dressed up in suits and they all use automatic weapons and they all, well, some of them have baseball bats, but most of them are doing spray and pray. And you can always tell the animation with spray and pray. The guy hides behind a barrel. He sticks his hands up over the barrel and points the weapon. He doesn't aim, he sprays and prays. He just sticks the weapon up in the air, aims it in your general direction, and just pulls the trigger and waves it back and forth and just sprays and prays that he hits something. While I'm at it, let me look at the automatic weapons. Here it is, Commando. Automatic weapons, hip fire, hip fire accuracy. Nothing here mentions spray and pray. Was Googling, apparently the most fun OP gun is the double barrel shotgun of never ending, unlimited ammo. Okay, well, I'm familiar with all that stuff. So, the never ending, you can, that's a mod. I, I'm not saying it right. It's a legendary mod. So you can't just put that on any weapon you want. You have to find a weapon that has the never ending, and you find it from a legendary enemy who has the never ending mod on his weapon. You can dismantle that weapon at your workshop. Well, not in your workshop, but at a weapons bench. And then you can take that mod and add it to any weapon you have. That's how all those legendary, and that's what the spray and pray thing is that you mentioned earlier. Okay, so now never ending isn't quite what you think it is. You have to have the ammunition. If you've only got 10 shells for your shotgun, you're only going to get 10 shots. And it doesn't, I'm trying to remember how it reloads. Because I used to have it. I've had it before. Let me rack my brain for a second. How did that work? I think you're right. You don't reload. It is unlimited ammo capacity. It is. You're only limited by rate of fire. Yeah, like let's say the deliverer, you're allowed 16 rounds, and let's say you have 1,000 rounds. So in the lower right hand corner, you'll see 16 over 1,000. And if you take a couple shots, the 16 goes down to 14 over 1,000 because you still have 1,000 left. But with the never ending, it'll say 1,000 over 1,000. I'm uncertain. I'm uncertain. That doesn't seem right to me. I almost want to think it does reload, but that doesn't make sense either because what good is never ending if you're reloading? So I'm sure whatever you're reading on Google is correct. But the thing is, it's a mod that you can add. You can take it off and put it on any weapon you want. You can only have one of those legendary mods per weapon. And the deliverer already has a mod on it. Forgot what it was. You know, it's dark. I'm thinking of a line from Skyrim. I'm tired. Can we get this over with? So, for some reason, I don't feel like I'm far enough away. I forget that he's a fence up in Bruma in that bar. I'm tired. Can we get this over with? Yeah, hide behind something. May not. I'm barely far enough away. He said he saw my smoke. Did he say I'm too far away or something? But the reason why I don't like the double barrel shotgun is because it's got a slow fire rate. Um, you shoot. Okay, there we go. And you shoot again. And you shoot again. But you can't shoot. It's got a slow rate of fire. So even though you don't have to reload, it shoots slower. Kind of like this Gauss rifle, if you've noticed, I've been using. It's got a slow rate of fire. And some of the pistols I was using earlier in the game had a slow rate of fire. Like a rate of fire of 7, 6. Oh, actually, it's hard to equate it like that. Sometimes you got a weapon that has a fire rate of 40, but it shoots. I don't know how to explain it. Let's see. Maybe by example. Let's get this Gauss rifle up here. Now what's it say? Where's the Gauss? Let's get rid of that radio. Gauss rifle. Ah, there's the napalmer. I'll have to set that up for the mutants. Well, this is interesting. The quad missile launcher has a rate of fire of 30, but it has a magazine of a size 4. So every fourth shot, it has to reload. Now, I don't know a rate of fire of 30. I don't know what that means. 30 rounds per minute? If you were to just fire, reload, fire, reload, and just, are you going to get 30 in a minute? Is that what that means? I'm thinking that's what that means. But let's say that that's what that means. So now the Gauss has a fire rate of 40. The pistols I was using earlier had a fire rate of set. One of the pistols was a 6-shot revolver, so it's got a magazine of 6, but it had a fire rate of 7. One of them had a fire rate of 4. And what's the fire rate of a double barrel sawed-off shotgun? It's got a magazine of 2, but if you've got the never-ending legendary mod on it, you never have to reload. Here's a combat shotgun, has a fire rate of 26. The automatic weapons, they have the high fire rates, but low damage per bullet. So I take the damage and I multiply it by the fire rate, and that kind of tells me my damage per minute. Not DPS, DPM, when you're trying to compare one to another. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. The railway rifle has a fire rate of 10. Well, I've picked up a lot of weapons along the way, but the only ones that I'm using are the ones with the hearts. Here's the Gauss. Okay, so the Gauss has a fire rate of 66. So let's see what a fire rate of 66 looks like. So that's a fire rate of 66. A fire rate of 33 would be half of that, right? A fire rate of, do the math. 15 would be a quarter. I don't think I have anything with a slow fire rate. This is my favorite. It's the fastest fire rate I know of. But as far as, non-automatic weapons, I suppose I should go reload my Gauss. Yeah, I wish here would, it tells me what size caliber it is. It tells me how many rounds I have, but it doesn't tell me the fire rate. Like the fire rate of the hunting rifles is like 3. Sniper rifles, 4, 5, 3, stuff like that. But I think you're right. The good thing about that mod was, oh, you're still here? You didn't get dead? How did you not get dead? Shut it down. Oh, they got a Mirelurk? I'm glad the Mirelurk didn't get killed. Able to build barricades. Okay. Enclave barricades. Another Tesla cannon. Well, I'm not handicapped by a weight allowance. I've got a weight allowance of 4,000 pounds. So I take advantage of it. Now, not always. Like on my other computer, my other game, I started a new playthrough. No weight allowance, no special weight allowances. I think my weight allowance was like 125 or 120 because I didn't pick strength at very low weight allowance. Well, before I open that cell, let me pick this place clean, because I'm sure once I open that cell door, that thing's going to attack me and make me kill it. And even though typically Mirelurks are enemies, I like to free things like that and run away and let them live to fight another day. And then if they bump into me in the future and attack me, then I kill them. Kind of like in Skyrim, when you find wolves in cages, I like to let them go. Then run away. Okay, now the sun's coming up. Yeah, we did this. Now turn that off. I didn't think it would let me turn it back on. So whenever I find a legendary weapon, I put it in a special box and save it. And I plan on dismantling them so I can play around with all the different legendary mods. I don't think in this playthrough I have found the never end. I'll have to take a look. Matter of fact, when I'm done here, I'll go take a look and see if I have it. We'll try it. Yeah. Almost done here. I think all I got left is to free this guy and then run. Or is it going to do what they often do? They just sit there inside the cage and don't leave. Oh, it's gone. What did it do? Oh, these are its babies? Okay. So it just like unspawned. I hear it. There it is. We're out of here. Oops. Come on. Quests. Okay, so we're Pyro. This is next. So let's oh, I can't fast travel yet. That's okay. We'll just run further. Uh-oh. It's stuttering. Do a save. Let's not lead him to our settlement. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if I have that. I'm not surprised that I don't remember. I'm level 84. I've played a lot of this game. Um, I've what I mean is I've done most of the quests in this game. With each of the factions, I stopped just short of forcing an ending. See if I can heal now drinking this water. Huh. I wonder if I rebuild this water thing, if it'll work. I'm going to just let her pump away for a minute. I need about a 2-minute bio break. BRB. Yeah, still no healing. Let's see what we can do. Since we're here. Okay, your arm tired yet? Um, that's weird. This settlement does some weird, and I hope it's just this settlement. Let's scrap it and then build another one. And then try it. Okay, it's working now. And so I was thinking something I've never. Okay, what did I? Oh, I wanted to make her my hairdresser. That's the robot girl, Curie. She's doing food production right now. I don't want her digging in the dirt. I think she belongs up here. Even though someone was assigned to this, I just assigned her to it. Let's see if she makes her way here. No, she's not doing food anymore. So I bet you I have it. Let's see, I think I put them in this box right here. Sets target on 5. So I've got a whole box full of armor that has all these legendary mods on them. Now you can put a legendary mod on each piece of armor. So, 2 arms, 2 legs, a chest, maybe a helmet. I mean, you could make some powerful builds if you were to pick the right legendary mods. Sets target on fire, does more damage, shoots an additional projectile. I love the additional projectile, which is like double damage. So here's your strongest weapon right here, but the fire rate is 1. So, your damage per minute is still 1875. The word, the Overseer's Guardian has the double shoots an additional projectile mod. Cripple, 50 damage is alive. Damage below your hand. Target bleeds. We're looking for never ending ammo. Ah, Ghoul Slayer. Combat shotgun. I love the Ghoul Slayer. But especially with the fire weapon, because for some reason I think fire in ghouls, it's like fire in Draugr. 'A lot of these are repeats. %25 more damage. These are the good ones. A lot of these legendary mods, they're very situational. Does X amount of more damage against one specific creature. 25% more damage across the board every single shot. Not first shot only during low hit points and standing on your left leg, spinning on your right. You know, so many of these are so situational, you rarely get to use them unless you like have a lot of weight allowance and you carry a lot of weapons just for specific situations. Ignoring 30%, that's across the board. Faster fire rate, 15%. Some of these are pretty good. Where's the never ending? I've got a cheat mod. I could probably just get it if I wanted it. I got an awful lot of these. Oh, that's the last one. I don't have it. I don't have it. Well, let's see if I can get it. I don't know where to find it because, for the most part, I only use this cheat mod for building material because it gets super grindy when you build big, complex things like I build. If you got to go out and find all that concrete or all those pieces of rubber, Sheets, quests, game alterations, personal storage, move to location, download, spawn, configuration. Oh shit, cheats. Yeah. I don't use any of them though. Just this one for items and equipment. Crafting. I mean, I could go to caps. I could give myself 1,000,000 caps, but I never do that. But I can give myself all this building material. And that's how I do the extensive building that I do late game. Late game, not early game. When I first open my first settlement, I don't have enough circuitry to build a lot of defense. So they're underpowered. But you know, by the time I get to late game, I've got so much stuff that if I run out of something, I just come here and get it. But where do I find mods? Weapon mods. Gun legendary mods. Here we go. It should be here. I'm going to look under N because, oh, here it is, unlimited ammo capacity, right? Never ending. Added, never ending. Oh, what did you add that to? My present weapon? I'm a little concerned now. Where did you put that? Where did you put that? Hello? Dragonbone. Dragonborn. 69XD. Hello. Thanks for stopping in and saying hello. Aptitude says, whoa. How's it going, Dragonborn? We're trying to find out what it actually means and how it works to have the legendary mod Never Ending Ammo. And I just, oh, so maybe you put it in my mod category? Well, I don't see it there. So did it add it to one of my weapons? And how would I know? Suppressed I think it would say those hands look perfectly manicured for someone trying to survive. Well, yeah. We do it differently in our settlements. We use soap and water every day. And if you look at the settlement, We don't rake the leaves because, you know, they fall every year. But after 200 years, we got us some brooms and some dustpans, and we picked up all the trash. Most importantly, do you have paper toilet? I have brand new toilets that add happiness. And I have sinks that make clean water. I don't know if I've added a toilet in every building here. It is my plan eventually. Yeah, toilet produces happiness. I have outhouses. And I'm not sure if we have toilet paper or not, but if we don't, we can use the bugle. Where did that weapon mod go? So let's just start at the top of the list. I think it would say never ending. Well, let's. I know one way to find it. No, get out, move, go. We're here. Go away. We're busy here. So if I look here, I can find a mod. It has no mod. You've tried putting some settlement mods, but some just freeze my. Yeah. I've got hundreds of mods, like 350-ish. They're not all running though. I might only have 100 and something mods going right now. But it's taken me many years of filtering out the bad mods that break things and don't work very well. I just disable them and I don't run them anymore. And one of my other tricks is whenever I find a mod, I'm searching for mods, I actually go to the file and read it. And I read everything. I just don't download mods and activate them. I read everything that the mod author puts. And any mod that says it might conflict with this or that, or you got to make sure you do it like this. If there's any question at all, I don't even bother with it. I've had so much trouble with like I was telling Aptitude earlier. I've never really finished a game because I've always had trouble where of one version to another, often from mods. Just mod it till you break it, right? Mod it till you break it. Some mods just try to over. Yeah. I use the new Vortex mod manager. I find it very user friendly, unlike the old Nexus mod manager. It's all the same mods. It's just a different managing program. And especially for when I was a beginner, and yeah, I'm no master, but I'm a little better than a beginner. It really made it a lot easier to solve the conflicts. It tells you when there's a conflict. It tells you when all the files in one mod are being written in another mod that you can just get rid of them. or some mods need to be in an order before or after. There's a whole bunch of things that can really help out. So aptitude, this damage plus 250%. Here it is. You can make it do an extra 1,000%. That's 10 times. Okay, so there you go. 2,800. Right now it's doing 500. It can do 3,000, basically. Call it 3,000. No, this isn't a mod. This XM 2011 ESR, this sniper rifle. Now you got a good view of it, huh, Aptitude? This is a good view. I think it's Creation Club, but it's not from the anniversary edition. This weapon is used against you. This weapon isn't part of the original Fallout 4 game. It was added during some update at some point back when they started next gen, but before the anniversary edition. Harlem, what is the golden rule? The golden rule, you're not the only one to ask. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. So, treat people with respect if you want to be treated with respect. You know, be nice. Everybody wants to be treated nice. Jerry Rig, everything but a tiny bit older. Jerry Rig. I don't know Jerry Rig, but thank you. I consider that a compliment. I've been told I have a voice for radio. I have a face for radio too. He destroys phones for a oh, that's interesting. Destroying phones. So I think as early as level 5, someone's going to use this weapon against you, and you can take it from them. Look him up if you get a. Let me write his name down. I keep a pad here for stuff like that. Jerry Rig. Well, I might be a little more than slightly older than him. Is he old enough to be on Medicare? Sometimes I think I'm the oldest streamer on Twitch. Medicare starts at 65. He's 37. Yeah, I'm a little older than him. I could be his grandfather. And so, I don't feel bad about using this weapon. because they're using it against me. And I'm like, okay, all bets are off. I get to use it too. Um, and the higher levels you get, the more perks you take, you can mod it and make it a lot stronger. When they first use this weapon against you, it may only do 60 or 80 points of damage. But as you fill up your rifle, man, you do double damage. And then when you start to mod it, yeah. But I stop at 250 because 500 points of damage, that's enough. Spawn the problem solver with your cheats, right? Ah, the problem solver. Well, I will. I will. Let me first see where now how come it doesn't show the mod? Okay, it's up there. Improved VAT's hit chance. 25% less action points. So that's the legendary mod that's on the deliverer. What's the is there okay, so there's no legendary mod on this. It's not it's goaded. It's goaded. No, I'm not reading the legendary on the problem solver. I don't know what that one is yet, but we're gonna find out. I download Aptitude and I were trying to figure out the never-ending ammo. Well, I'm all over the place, Aptitude. Yeah, I'm all over the place. Having three conversations at once. Well, I I went to my cheat mod. I downloaded the endless ammo, never ending ammo, and I don't know where it put it. I'm trying to find it because I want to answer that question. Inquiring minds want to know. And it's got to be on one of these hearts. One of these weapons that I'm carrying that has a heart on it. 25% more damage. Super shoots an additional projectile. So it should put a star on it because it would have a legendary mod added to it. That's what the stars mean. It has a legendary mod. And I'm not finding it. Okay. Well, I thought maybe my cheat terminal added it to my present weapon, which is this weapon right here. This is the one in my possession. But it didn't add a star. It says it's a suppressed shielded gauze rifle. It should say never ending ammo. But if I pick on it, I should be able to find the mod. And I'm not. So I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. And I looked on my character under mods, and I have no mods. No, I can't find it. Well, yeah, Harlem, our question was, do you have to reload? And we were guessing that no, you don't have to reload. You do have to own the bullets. It doesn't give you bullets that you don't have. Oh, I didn't even know it had options. So let's go to that cheat mod. Hello? I'm not sure. You were you talking to me? That's what I say just to get out of talking to these people. But it just refills for the most part. Yeah, that's the way I remembered it. I thought it was you didn't reload, but it didn't increase your fire rate. Damn, she looks good in that outfit. Oh, you could. Yeah, that's a clothing mod. Now she's supposed to be the hairdresser, but it's kind of too late at night to expect her to go find her duty station. We'll check on that later. Okay, so the problem solver. Funny joke. I watched this guy. He's a motherboard repairman. He's a master. Most people wouldn't even dream of it. He's wearing a T-shirt. It says "Prober solvum." Prober solvum instead of problem solver. Prober solvum. Just to kind of mix up the letters a little bit. It's under DLC and cheat number. Well, what I'm going to do, if I remember, is go to my there's my cheat terminal. Items and equipment, weapons. It's a gun. Well, I don't know. The problem solver. Is it an energy weapon? Is it a heavy weapon? I was assuming it was a gun. Nice looking gun. Okay, gun. It's top 5 gun, I think. I never used it. I don't recall it. Is it a rifle? Okay, so here's the Overseer's Guardian. This is good. And here's Reba, Tinker Tom, Silver. Here's your spray and pray. Syringer, Gauss, scoped. It's a rifle. The last minute. Oh, and that's it? It's done? So problem solver. Oh, handmade, you said. So then is it a, which one of these? World item? World? Nuka World items, custom weapons. I didn't think I had Nuka World items Specials and perks, cheats, quests, game alter, personal store, downloadable content, downloadable content. Nuka World. Items and equipment. Ah, they break them up. Weapons. Oh, there's the acid soaker, the commie whacker, handmade rifle. Okay, well, we were here. Automatic, custom weapon. I'm not seeing custom weapons. Go back. Oh, there we go. There it is. I've been using this mod, this cheat mod, for years, but I only use it for building material. Oh, I yes, I see it right there. I don't know what it is. Let's find out what this one is. Oh, increase damage after each consecutive hit. Oh, I know that mod. Increase damage after each consecutive hit. I've got that mod in a chest. I chose it. It showed it to me. Preview. Okay. Okay, there's two versions of that. Wait, no. I think that's just zooming in. Is it giving it to me, though? You're the MVP. Yeah. Did it give it to me? It did give it to me. Okay. Now let's mod the crap out of it. Oh, I got two of them because I wasn't sure what I was doing. Okay, so it is automatic. So let's see. 22 times 113. So just figure, just rough math, 2 times 1 is 2. So what's that, 2,000? 8 times 4, that's 3,200. So that does more damage. I mean, and if you had a calculator, you could actually multiply 84 times 40, because that's your damage per minute. $109 times 40. 109 times 40. 142 times 40. And I don't have commando. Oh, that's power. Okay, I see. This looks like the more damage per minute. You should install wacky weapons. Dark's attachment pack is better. Automatic versus semi. Yeah, I don't, I played Nuka World a few times, but I never really got into the PAX weapons. I'm going to take this thing out of automatic mode because I think 142 times 40 is a whole lot more damage than 22 times 113. I think that's more damage per minute. The sniper barrel gives it a little more reach. But accuracy is important. Got to get that accuracy better than that. Okay, so I need to take more commando if I want to improve this weapon. It just gets an instant bump to number 1. Normally I don't use the cheat mod for this, but we were curious about these weapons, so we wanted to see what they were. And I've already got weapons that do 500 damage, 300 damage, 200 damage. So it's not giving me anything that I don't already have better. I'm not sure. Improved sighted, poor hip fire, long covered, long sniper barrel, superior improved sight accuracy, superior range, improved sight accuracy, superior range. Usually the farther down the list, the better the mod is. Shovel stock. Okay, well, the marksman stock gives me a little bit better accuracy, but not much. And large quick eject, that's always a no-brainer. Standard sights. Well, this is where we get our accuracy from. I don't like putting scopes on these weapons. Unless you're going to use it as a sniper rifle. Ooh, well, the reflex dot. 83 is not bad. 83 is not bad. I mean, a damage of 142, that to me isn't a serious sniper rifle. Oh, really? I see what's locked over there, but I can see why. Because either these are bashing. But compensator, yeah, commando. Well, what's that really doing for me? Improves per shot recoil, improves coil control. Yeah, but I don't see my accuracy getting any better. Suppressor. I like suppressor. But it doesn't improve anything. I can't give it enclave paint. I gotta leave the pack paint on there. Aptitude. Once you start shopping for mods, you can spend an 8-hour day. Um, I'll tell you what I can do for you, Aptitude. I'll show you my mod list. How's that? Let's see. Let's see. If you want, you can screenshot my mod list, or if for some reason you're not in Steam big mode or whatever that is, where you can screenshot, you can't always take screenshots. Does console and PC have some mods, or does PC have? PC has more, has much more. Okay, that's right, you're on console. But there's a way, there's plenty of mods for console, but nowhere near the mods as PC. Harlem's on Xbox. I follow a guy who heavily mods his games, and he's on console. I forget which one. Haha, PlayStation is not so good, huh? I don't know what this guy is on. Well, you could use the Creation Club mods, like you say, the in-game mods. That's a pretty good way to do it because those mods are pretty safe. If you go out onto Nexus or somewhere to get mods, even though they're ported for console, you might have some troubles. Yeah, Harlem's got it right. Just launch the game and go to the mods and start downloading those mods. Harlem, are those Creation Club mods only? I've been on PC so long that I'm told don't mix those mods with the PC mods because you there's certain compatibility issues. There, no, they're not. Okay, you can run into some problems with compatibility. I'm not sure exactly how that works. I'm not that much of an expert, but I will, for the sake of anyone that wants to know. Stop the world from spinning. And let's see, I'll do this and this. So this is my mod list. Played a lot of Baldur's Gate. I have not yet. I've watched a lot of it. It was like that. Way more mods on PC. Yeah, that's kind of typical. That's kind of typical from what I understand. And I'm guessing, but honestly, Nexus is better than the built-in. I was gonna go there, Harlem. Um, Not just the quality of the mod, but a PC has the power to manage and run a large mod set better than a console. I think that's accurate to say. I think that's accurate. The PC just is more powerful. So, why does this look like shit? It's hard to read this. Why is that doing that? Okay. So I'm just going to slowly scroll through this. Better yet, let's check the deploy order. So here's 253 mods. And this is going to be the deploy order. These are all disabled. But starting from here, I'll slowly scroll through this for anyone that wants to screenshot it. Or at the end of my stream, within a day or two, this will go on to my YouTube channel. My PC, yes. Okay, yeah. Most PCs, no. I see what you mean. Yeah, I suppose a low end PC could have trouble for sure. So, then Harlem, you've probably found my homepage for Twitch and saw what my computer is made out of. But my last computer, I was running most of these mods, and it had a 980 Ti classified. Quite a step down from the 4090. And the CPU was well, that's all on my front page as well. because I've got two computers that are both described. I use both of them. One of them I just watch my stream so I can see what you see. And that's where I see my chat as well. But I download this onto my YouTube, and there's an open invite to my YouTube for anyone that hasn't found it yet. So you could pause the video if you go back to watch this video on my YouTube channel, and you can find these mods. And put them in the order I've got them in, because load order is pretty important. Not that this is the perfect order, because all these mods are not working correctly. They are not. It's quite a shit show actually. A lot of these mods are not working correctly. But it's not broken. Like, it works. It's just some of them don't work at all. Well, what did I say? 253 active. But there are mod sets out there pre-grouped as a set, 1,500. 1,500 mods. I forget who was mentioning it earlier. They said when they did mods, it was freezing their game. One thing that can happen, and it happened to me, and it took me years to figure it out. I broke my fall. I broke my. Okay, so that's the end of the mod list. I broke Skyrim. And so I started playing Skyrim. I think I broke my Skyrim Special Edition with mods. And so I went back to Skyrim Regular Edition because I didn't break that with mods. And that's when I was a very beginner at modding. And I figured out what it was I downloaded a very large mod, and I think it was a gigabyte or something like that. And back then, I had megabytes. Do not play your vanilla playthrough with mods. Yeah, well, that's the difference, right? Vanilla doesn't have mods. Honestly, no one cares about the game's trophies. Yeah, you lose your achievements once you run a mod or touch the console command, Tindle key, or whatever that thing's called. You probably look more weird if you have a lot of achievements. Yeah, I prefer the mods. So what I noticed was I downloaded, and this might be this gentleman's problem with mods. I overloaded my memory, my not my RAM, my storage. And so when the mod tried to run, there wasn't enough storage for it to run, and it put me to a black screen, and it just crashed the computer. Well, aptitude, I think the bottom line is to have fun. Crashing sucks. Well, yeah, that's why you save. I don't save to like save scum. to make sure I don't lose my progress to a game crash. 17.8% of all Steam users that play Fallout 4 have not gotten the easiest achievement. You know, those percentages that they say boggle my mind. I look at, before I had mods, I see all these achievements I'm getting, and I'm like, what do you mean 3% of people get that achievement? It's easy. How come only 3% of people get that? Or 13%? You can play for achievements, but it will be a snooze fest. Well, it can be grindy, that's for sure. And, you know, when I first get a game, I play vanilla. I go for achievements. And I don't go nuts about it, though. I just try to get the achievements, but I'm not going to knock myself out over it. It put a scope on it. I thought I told you no scope. I think I 100%ed one game once. I think Aptitude, you saw me do it. I think it was one of the Laura Croft Tomb Raider. I forget which one. The one where they're in a Russian camp. I think I did make a mistake on this. It's got the long night vision scope, and I like the reflexive dot. What do you mean? Oh, I picked the wrong one. I picked the wrong one because I had two of them. That's what happened. That's what happened. I picked the wrong one. I got two problem solvers. This one and this one. This one I don't need. Hello? I can't scrap it. Okay. Then I will store it. Store this one. The other problem solver. You remember. Yeah. That's the only game I ever 100%ed. It had a certain amount of grind to it, but it wasn't really bad. I really like that Tomb Raider series. So much so that I tried to go back and get the first games. I mean, you had to have an M. Oh, it's working. She's jogging. And yeah, and turning around. So that mod started to work. Mods are funny. Like I said, you know, I showed you my mod list, but it's a yeah, this is me yapping again. Settler. What are they called? Activity. Settler activity mats. So it's jogging, and this is where you turn around, and the other one up here. Okay, that's draw with chalk. So this jogging had not been working ever. I never saw anybody jog here until now. I don't know. Mods are funny. Like, I got a push mod. Sometimes it works. Right now it won't. No matter how close I get to her, I can't, instead it says A talk, it'll say X push. And I could shove her across the road just to get her out of my way so I can make it through the doorway or up the stairs. I don't fully understand the way computers work sometimes. Well, it's hard to do that when you're on your ass in a bathtub. Oh, who's going to end somebody? Get up. What you got? Come on. End me. Thought you were going to end me. Yeah, you just sleep on the tire, pussy. But it wouldn't work on her. I don't know, go figure. Okay, so there it is. I like that. But consecutive hit. So what does that mean? Okay, so it does, I forgot what, 140 damage first hit. How much does it do second hit? How much third hit? How much fourth hit? It says it does more damage for each consecutive hit. Quantify that. Hello, Irma. Not Irma. She's a wig salesperson. So we got to find something to shoot. These goddamn Brahmin, they end up stuck in. Okay, it teleported out. Okay. So let's find something to kill. Okay. Let's go kill Pyro. Where's he at? I should probably be squatting. I don't like to just show up. Yeah, we're going to test it out now. Is it really 624? Holy shit, it's 624. Okay, where's Pyro? He's up there somewhere. Well, let's save so we don't have to fast travel here again. And let's squat. You're more accurate with your weapon when you squat. Now, I don't know if that's true with knives and baseball bats, melees. The tips in the game say you're more accurate when you squat, or whatever this position is called. Crouch. Crouch. I think that's what they call it. He's right there. Oh. Well, solve that problem. Oh. Wow. This gun does not do a lot of damage with its first bullet. I've already forgotten. 136. Increased damage after each consecutive hit. So I guess it becomes how many hits can you take off a problem solved before death? These guys, nobody took more than 2 shots. Don't remember. Was there a third? Were you guys just hanging out here? Huh. Just in case it crashes. I need a very short bio break. 2 minutes, maybe 3. BRB. Oh, 2 hours and 40 minutes? That ought to be a long tape.